Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sass, and welcome to our Wednesday's Smokers Panel Live. Let me turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. There we go. So today, weather is getting colder. I am getting itchy throat. I don't know why. They say that the allergy gotten worse over the last week. Everybody's getting like some sort of itchy throat. So that's what I'm getting right now. Hopefully it doesn't get bad. So what?
Better than an itchy ass.
I guess. I mean, you are absolutely right. I guess that is better. That is better. So today we are doing I'm smoking the black work studio.
Okay.
Black work studio is that's what it said. Black work studio. Tigersaurus. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot to even understand the band. Like the band is very hard to see. But let me just tell you, it's a tiger facing this way. Like hey Val.
Right.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going, Martin? Tony?
What up?
So yeah, I got an itchy throat. Not a cough, but itchy throat. So I don't know. I had an antihistamine earlier today. Hopefully that gets better. Allergies bad. So this cigar, let's see if I have some information here. Is 5.5 by 48. Parejo. Uses broadleaf from Connecticut and Pennsylvania. And then obviously green is a Candela. Binder is Ecuadorian and fillers from Nicaraguan. Hey campaign. Hey Jesse. Hey Presidente.
What up?
And yeah, we have this like really tiny, beautiful looking cigar. A while back, I was like, that looks very interesting. I want to smoke one. And the only thing I was debating is whether or not I want to buy a whole box of it. And then I was debating. And I was like, do I really want a whole box of mini Candela Barber Pole? It's like I can choose between this, or I can just wait until what's that thing called? Filthy Hooligan.
From Alec Bradley, the Filthy Hooligan?
Yeah. I could just get that. It's a regular Toro size.
Right.
Rather than
How much were those?
these MSRP of $19.
Damn
is right. For this small cigar. A box is 15. So it does look pretty cool. I give him that. But like it's kind of small for 19.
Yeah.
It's kind of small for 19. 48. It feels like Robusto. Yes, 5.5. But like the front is a closed foot, so you gotta burn off like half inch anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of really. But anyway, I'm gonna try out. I am gonna bite the bullet, and everybody can decide what you want with this cigar. I do think the name is pretty cool, Tigersaurus. And looks like Val is doing the M81 today.
Yes, I am. So wait, that Tigersaurus is by who again?
Black Works Studio.
Oh, Blackwork Studio. Okay. From Oveja Negra. Okay. That's a good cigar.
Have
You know
tried
that, right?
it? Have you tried it?
No, but it's got green band on it, right?
It's not green band. No, it's not green band. It's got Candela, but it's not green band.
I thought it had a green band on there.
No. The band is colorful. It's like you can't even really see, but it's a tiger. I had to use my camera, zoom
look,
in, and then different angle just to tell that there's a tiger on it.
It's a green band. It's a green band. It's one of those reflective, iridescent green in there. You have to.
Here we go.
I'm telling you. You have
Well,
to
that's the
put
thing. If it's not green, it's gotta like you gotta try your out of your way to tell it's green. Is it really green?
It's green. Believe me.
Okay, I believe you.
Val. Okay.
Well,
That means everybody, Val is gonna go buy 3 boxes.
it looks green to me.
I was going to say, Val, I know you're blind, but are you colorblind too?
All right, so let me light this up.
I've heard about that cigar, but I have not seen it in any of my shops or lounges yet. So it's probably making its way to me, hopefully by the end of the week or early next week.
I went out of my way to get this.
All right.
And that might be a big mistake.
Well, you'll find out soon.
I'll find out. Puffing on it.
I think for me, at least, for those types of cigars, the Candelas,
Mm-hmm.
there, in my experience, there is a specific time frame by months and by the time of day. I've tried smoking Candelas at night, and for some reason they don't taste right. I've tried smoking them
I don't
early in the
think Candela
morning,
ever
and
tastes right.
they don't taste right.
I
But
don't
I
think
smoked them
Candela
in-
ever meant to taste right.
Well, I mean, I smoked them in the late afternoon. Oh yeah, and when warmer weather outside, okay, not bad. But maybe it's me. Maybe my brain has decided to switch it over to this is the only time and months I could smoke that in.
Maybe. Right now, really grassy, really leafy,
Yeah.
a little bit woodsy,
Candela.
little
Yeah,
bit
Candela.
pepper. You want to call it? Yeah, it's just leafy. Well, while I'm like enjoying thinking about the cigar, first of all, how is Val? How's that wedding in the end? Everything.
It was different.
It was different.
Yes, it was different.
That's a different way to describe a wedding.
It was not like my wedding. It wasn't like my wedding. It wasn't like a traditional type wedding. Maybe because my wedding was like 50 years ago, and eras, times changed.
What is supposed to change in a wedding? Like, don't you just want male, female, and a priest, friends, kind of thing? What happened? That you had to
a big
honor the god of Aries and sacrifice a pig kind of thing? No.
I mean, like a big wedding party. I mean, the groom and a bunch of groomsmen, the bride, the maid of honor, the bridesmaids. But I have to accept that you know, I'm not the one that's getting married.
Okay.
It is not my wedding.
Okay.
Okay. Um, it was a small wedding. It was very close knit family and friends. Okay, it wasn't like 200 people. Okay, it wasn't like that. It was condensed.
Well, when you say it's not a 200 people, condensed is it like, is it 100? Is it 20?
Less than 100.
50?
Less than 50. Like I
10?
said, it was very small. It was mostly immediate family, very, very close friends. Surprising to me was that my son's friends that he went to college with in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and again, he's lived in California for several years now. They flew in from Chicago to attend this thing, which
Okay.
surprised the heck out of me. But that being said, it was nice. It was comfortable. It was very friendly. It was enjoyable. Um, yeah. So yeah, I did not do everything that I wanted to do there. But I wasn't there for me, right? I wasn't there
Right.
for me. I was there to uh, celebrate and be somewhat part of the ceremony, which was nice. Which
Okay.
was nice.
Somewhat.
Now,
Okay.
the drawback was this. Here's the drawback.
Drawback.
I was not able to smoke as many cigars as I was planned on to, as I anticipated to, or I wanted to,
Okay.
because I just did not have the time.
Okay.
And you would think, I mean, you got time. No, it was busy. It was busy. It was busy. Okay, and if I wish I should have anticipated, instead of going 2 days earlier, I should have went
5 days earlier.
4 or 5 days earlier. Yes,
Okay.
because then because I felt rushed.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, there was enough time, and again, you have to remember, I had I had no part in this. I had no planning stages in this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I'm thinking, because I'm equating what I went through with my wedding. I'm equating what I went through with my daughter's wedding, and with my wedding, I was the active participant.
Okay.
Okay, I only had to do two things in my wedding.
Be there.
I had to be there. Number one, I had to get the tuxedo, and number two, I had to be there because at the time I was in the military. I was in Europe, and I flew back to get married. So
Okay.
everything, all the planning, everything going on with the wedding was all planned by my wife, the parents. Okay. So the only thing I had to do was make sure I got there.
Okay.
Okay. So I missed all that other stuff. I missed all the running around, you know. Uh, but with my daughter's wedding, we did a lot of running around. We ran around, look at the dress, ran around to look at the reception areas. We ran around to look the different. We attended a couple of things where um, caterers came in and you tasted the caterers. We went on to look at different venues and that kind of stuff. We interviewed different interview. Yeah, we listened to different bands to play and that kind of stuff. All right. Whereas I felt almost like with this one, I was more mom and dad. All you gotta do is be here. All you gotta do is show up to be here. Okay. And I felt like I missed part of that planning stage. I felt That's what I felt like. I felt I missed that part. I felt I was not part of the integral part of that. But I have to remember that from my wedding to my daughter's wedding, now to my youngest son's wedding, the times have changed. Okay, is this what the that generation does now? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but
Okay.
what I took. I'll get back to the cigars. I took 15 cigars with me, anticipating I was going to smoke at least 3 a day. All right.
Mhm. Okay.
I only smoked 2. Out of all that time I was there, I only had time to smoke 2.
And one of them was why you're on here.
One of those, yes, one of those was that Saturday. All right.
Right.
And the only reason I was able to do that was because when I with my oldest son and we went to a brewery because he entered the cornhole contest, and you know, I'm not going to play. And the other thing was here's the drawback about that brewery, other than trying to find the right spot to get a good signal, was that they had absolutely no spirits, no tequila, no vodka, no gin, no bourbon, no whiskey. They had no wine. Okay.
Just beer.
They had 15 taps of beer. But
Okay.
they were like a microbrewery. They had their own brews. And 4 of those 15 they had won awards on. So those were their, I guess, their really good beer.
Mhm.
But I don't drink beer.
Okay.
I do not drink beer. The other thing is they had a nice refrigerator, but all they had was water. Different types of water, seltzer water, mineral water, this water, that water, you know. And I mean, I'm not going to spend. It costs more than this, but I'm just going to be nice and say I'm not going to spend $5 on a 12-ounce bottle of water.
Okay.
Okay.
$5 on bottle of water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm glad I didn't drink beer because I'm not spending $20, on a 6 or 8 ounce glass of beer.
Okay.
So it wasn't an open bar?
No, I'm talking about
That wasn't a
the
wedding.
brewery,
That was the
not-
competition that his son
not-
went to.
Yeah, my son went to a cornhole competition at this brewery. Okay.
Okay.
So I thought for sure, and most of the breweries where I live, they do have some mixed drinks you can get. Okay, they do have that, but this one they did not. Now let me tell you something else. You guys smoked My Father Blue, yes?
Yes. Yes. I did.
Okay. Have you smoked that yet, Martin?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I'm not going to tell you what I thought about it, but I'm going to tell you this.
You can tell me.
Tony-
I'll come at it.
Tony, do you remember what you spent on it?
I think it's $12 or $14, something like that.
Okay. Okay, good. Let's say $12. By my house, there's one cigar lounge that sells it for 12. There's another cigar lounge that sells it for 13. There's another cigar lounge that sells it for 14.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. All right. I get it. I get it. Man, I tell you what, in California, their cigar taxes is no joke. For you guys that live in California, I feel for you. For you guys that live in New York, I feel for you. For you guys that have that. And I thought our tax in Illinois was higher. Our tax went, I think, from 36% to 45%.
Mm-hmm.
I go get My Father Blue, and this is just not the taxes after you pay for it. This is the price, that's on the box.
How
Yeah.
much?
$19.
Woo!
Hold on. Let me
$19.
check.
So I'll tell you what. For you guys in California, if you guys ain't buying your cigars from Mike or some other online place,
Right?
you guys better be looking at Mike twice. You better be looking at him at 4 times. And Mike may not carry every single thing that some of these other giant online places have, but Mike's got a decent selection, and you're gonna get a good price from him.
Hold on. Box of 20 and box of 20 is box 20 Toro is $21.15. So roughly $11, $12. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, California is not the best place to buy cigars. So it is what it is.
And I will tell you this much. I don't know what the big deal is about, with that song by the Beach Boys, I wish they all could be California girls. Hey, fuck California girls. These girls in Miami are smoking.
Damn. Said
I'm
it.
telling you. I'm telling you, these girls in Miami, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I haven't been to. I didn't really notice any hot girls in California.
I didn't notice any hot girl in
Fucking
California.
everywhere.
Maybe back in the days there's a lot. Maybe nowadays. Nowadays you have.
Hey, now they're all moving to Texas.
I'm gonna tell you what. I swear to God, when I came back from Miami, my vision improved.
Whoa! What? Wow! Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying there are not any pretty women in California, because I'm sure there are.
Not within your radar. Not within your radar this time.
I'll tell you what, if they weren't in my K zone, and my K zone can get locked and loaded, I'm telling you. But no.
Wow. All right. So, Martin, what are you smoking today?
Ideas.
Ideas? All right. The question is, our president asked, how was your Spice Girl concert?
So the concert is actually this weekend, and it's not the Spice Girls. It is a.
I thought you went last weekend.
Don't tell me it's the Spice
Guys. I
Guys.
had my boys. No, last weekend I had my boys. We had a lot to do last weekend. The concert I'm going to is low-key. It's a low-key rave. It's like house music and trance music. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend.
Okay. So, all right. But then you did went to some sort of movie.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
And then Saturday we had the Red Bull event.
What is that supposed to be?
Well, there was a Red Bull Flute Talk event. Red Bull came to Dallas, and they had a big event where they fly all the flute talks off of the ramp.
Oh, okay. I get what it is now.
So I took the kids there, and they were kind of complaining at first because it was too damn hot.
Okay.
But after it started, they start seeing the shade. They're like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Martin's going to Backstreet Boys concert. Backstreet Boys does rave techno. Hey,
I did see a. I think it was Backstreet Boys who were at the Vegas Sphere, and they came in and they made it look like they were on a alien ship, and then they like pop up out from underneath the ground, but it shined light and it made them look like they just pop, like they were
phased in.
Like aliens dropped in.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's cool, man. I was like, I would not mind going to a concert at the Sphere, no matter what concert it is.
Cool. All right. So, well, that's a plan, I guess. That's a plan.
Yeah.
Looks like Martin's got a cough too, so I'm not the only one.
Yeah. I got to scratch his throat.
It's kind of weird. All this cough continue. I hope this my itchy throat is not gonna develop back into a bad cough. Hopefully, if it is, chill out for a few nights, not smoking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This cigar now kind of tastes like dough, like a dough. It's doughy, a little bit sweet, leafy, a little bit woodiness.
Okay. Okay.
no, just kidding. Yeah, that's what we're thinking the same thing. Yeah,
Oh, that's a
got,
good one. The
it's got a
Leyenda.
little bit of that broadleaf taste, and then just doughy. It's a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
And it has to do with how much you draw. If you draw in the right amount, it burns the right amount. It's got good taste. If you draw a little too little, it's gonna be like a leafy taste. And if you draw too much, it burns a little bit. It's got a little bit like peppery kind of taste.
Yeah, you got to go slow on it. Draw slow.
Yeah, so it's like you have to draw it medium, just right.
Mm.
Hey, Sosa, Smoking McAuliffe Gomez Sanchez Leyenda #2. All right.
I can adjust it.
And now I taste like a stinky foot barnyard kind of smell. Yeah, it's got multitude of different kind of tastes if you get it right. But is that a risk that you're willing to take at this price?
Yes. Yeah, don't you want to get multitude of different changes in that cigar?
Yeah, but it's not consistent change. Like every puff is inconsistent.
Oh, okay.
Right? Hey Steve. It's like inconsistent. I don't know. Now it's peppery. This draw is peppery, very peppery.
So all your puffs, you have a different.
It's inconsistent.
So I'm used to, okay. So I'm like, I guess I'm used to like the first third is this. It's this.
It's not.
And then,
Every draw is slightly different in a way. And not every draw are good taste.
okay. So you think that's because of the wrapper change?
No, because the wrapper's all around, right? So when you're burning all four together. All five together.
Oh, okay.
Because it's all around. It's twisted all around it, right?
Okay.
So even though it's a different angle of burning,
Yeah.
You're still getting all of them together.
Okay.
What are the delis? Delis.
Deli? I don't know. It's a very, very interesting cigar. But I did have few puff where like I really did not enjoy that flavor, and then just few puff that's really not bad flavor. So I guess it's one of those like, hey, it wouldn't be a 2-puff Tony because the 3rd puff is different.
Okay. So what about the draw? Are your draws the same type of draw, or is one stronger than the other?
My draws are relatively the same, but obviously nobody can draw 2 of exactly the same breath.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will say that. So, oh my god, this. I'm having. So this Tigersaurus looks like a dinosaur mouth open with a tiger inside the mouth. I don't know if anybody can like see this, but like it's impossible. It's a dinosaur over a tiger's. So the tiger's inside dinosaur's mouth. there is no good way of, you know what? Maybe if I go look for images, I can find an image of somewhat clear image of that interpretation. Maybe. Um, maybe. Oh my god, that is a little rough. I mean, I could. No, that's a tiny image. Okay. Um, let's see if I can find one that's closed up. Close up picture.
Um,
I think the best picture will be this one.
where do you buy your butane? I buy butane wherever I can find it. Whoever has the purifying black label.
Butane.
Amazon,
Amazon probably.
Amazon, Amazon, Amazon.
I usually buy it at the shops. I don't really buy butane online.
Yeah, it depends. Like, you know,
Well, it's because you can get a good bundle.
Yeah,
yeah,
for-
Amazon has like a pack of 3, right? Or 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Amazon is probably the best place to get it. Surprising they can ship it. A lot of places won't even ship it. That's the thing.
right.
All right, so I found a photo of it. I mean, not photo. I got a screenshot of it. I'm gonna post it out to see if anybody can. There we go. I'm gonna drag it. There. Can you guys tell? The dinosaur is like a bone-ish, like a bone,
Yep.
and then the tiger's inside that dinosaur.
So weird.
It's really cool graffiti style, but the band is so small that nobody can tell.
I disagree. I think it's stupid.
Huh?
From someone who can, I don't know. I mean, I respect graffiti, but that's just stupid.
I mean, I can tell that the coolness of it, like street light kind of, you know, maybe the street of LA, where they'll charge you massive tax on cigars. But and a band this tiny, I don't think anybody can see it. I had to use my cell phone zoom in earlier to see what this is on this.
I've done that before.
Yeah, there was no way for me to like really get to it. But once you see it, you see it. Once you see it, you see it. I think it's the iridescent coloring on this thing that makes it harder to see. But once you see it, you see it. I guess. Pretty cool. Not as cool as ITS band, but cool.
I agree.
You know, this band would have been super awesome if it was like that big of a band, and then you can actually see it, and then just. It's a design element. Some people like it. The smoke output is not bad, but that's because it's going out. Like, it's really. I can't smoke it too fast. I can't smoke it too slow. It's about to go. It's about to like go out. I don't know. It's like really. Ooh. I might have to touch it up. I might have to relight it. So today I almost burned myself. I bought one of those like infrared flame propane heater for the outdoor. Basically lights up, it heats up like plates with fire, and then that plate would get heat out. So I was going over there today. I was trying to turn it off, and now keeping my between my leg and the front of that fire is like this distance. This distance. This is my leg. This is the front like grill of that thing that protects you from being burned from it. I was standing right in front of it. I was turning off that butane. I'm not propane. And then I looked out. My leg starts smoking out. My pants, my black pants, start to smoke up. And we're talking about like cigar smoke,
Oh wow.
like this kind of color smoking up on my pants.
What you have? Cigars wrapped around your legs or what?
No, like literally that thing's so hot. It's like cooking like liquid out of my foot or leg, out of my pants. I was surprised like what it did. I was like, huh? I was pretty amazed. And I was like, stop, like, get it off, make sure it doesn't go on fire, because I feel like, once it smokes, it's that close to get on fire. And I had to check my pins, make sure that it didn't burn through and everything. It didn't. It just feel like when you iron a clothes with like a hot iron, it will smoke, but you not necessarily burn your pants yet. So I was, I thought I was gonna burn myself. But like that kind of defeat the point, right? Because you have the front grill of that thing that protects you from burning. So I would think that like if you don't go as close as that, you'd be fine. Because I was this distant, and this not even full blown fire. It's like halfway fire. It's turning off the.
Did it have a deflector?
Huh?
It didn't have a deflector.
It has this, like I said, like a wire grill in the front of it.
But it was like a mesh, like a wire mesh or wire grid.
Yeah, in the front. So it was really, really hot. I didn't even feel it. Tony was like, it smells like wontons. Hasn't got there. I was more panicking than like, oh my God, because I thought I was gonna burn myself. And this is within like 10 seconds of me standing in front of it. Because I was just turning off the propane behind it. So the back has no heat whatsoever. Just the front has heat.
So just forward facing.
Yeah, just forward facing. I can touch the side of it. It's not hot. I can touch the back of it. The back is just a propane tank in the back, not hot. But the front is very hot. So.
How many BTUs?
That's a good question. Let me look it up.
Hold, please.
I'm guessing if it's getting that hot, it's got to be at least 30 to 45,000.
No.
You have it for outdoor use, right?
It's outdoor use.
Yeah.
18,000 BTU.
Oh, 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can do this. Hold on. So this is the exact model I had. I'll show it to you guys. Like that? Oh, way too big.
Woo.
This is the things that I don't get to control how big the picture is. How cold is it for me? Today it was like 60s when I turned it on, but it was breezy. So the wind was cold.
So it felt colder.
Why did I come on? There we go.
Ah, okay, yeah. So you get like a wire grid.
Right.
What brand is that?
Thermomate.
Thermomate.
Yeah, I was really, really, really hot. But like, I'm just amazed that it can sit. Like, I'm not even touching it. Right? There is a little bit flame on that red part. Only two of the plates are on, and it's got a pilot light in the front.
So is there a fan attached?
No fan.
No fan.
The whole thing was infrared, right?
Ceramic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's just radiating the heat, but I didn't know it was enough to I kind of set my pants on fire.
Okay.
You could light your cigar. I tried, it didn't. I actually tried to do that. to put it in front of it, see if you light up. It didn't. I didn't want to touch the ceramic plate. I just put it in front of it, see if it will toast it or heat it up. It started to burn my hand a little bit. Like it feels like really hot in front of it.
Yeah, your finger would melt on it.
But cigar did not go close to lighting up. No. So it was at medium. And it's close to burn my hand. But yeah, if I, if I'm away, I'm just feel like, it's not as cold. It wasn't like, oh, I'm sweating my ass off. No.
You felt the warmth?
I felt the warmth from about 6 feet. And that was the end of the range for actual physical heat. Like a radiant heat. The ambient heat is not very, very strong because I have all the sides open. I mean, all outside open. Right?
Yeah, so that would probably work perfectly in my tent because I'm surrounded.
But on the thing, it did say that it needs to be a well ventilated area because it uses propane.
Oh yeah, well,
right.
I got plenty of ventilation.
But that thing's hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't very expensive either. So.
Well, that would, I mean, 15,000 BTU. That's enough for 1,000 square feet, ain't it?
No, it's 450 square feet.
Oh, okay.
450 square feet.
Okay. Well, that'll definitely keep you warm in the tent, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It'll keep them very warm.
I could put it at the furthest end by the tent opening, so I have the flap open. I got all my air vents up here open, and I can open my other doorway flap open, and that would work perfect in there.
Yeah, it's got nice, like it's got wheel. You can wheel it around. It's nice.
And it probably has one of those automatic safety features so that if it tips over, it turns off automatically.
It's supposed to. It say it does. I never tried it to tip over. It says it does say that it had tip over protection.
Yeah.
So the annoying part is that every time before you start it up, like because if you leave, you turn off the propane, right? If you turn the propane back on, you gotta wait. You gotta prime it, and then you gotta set the pilot light on before you can turn it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's actually pretty good. I got it from Amazon for like $159 or something like that.
It's not bad.
The costly part is actually go get a propane because like when you get a brand new tank, it's another $60.
That's right.
Well, you got to get two.
I have two. I have two in the house right now.
Well, yeah,
but that's the thing. I have one that goes for my fire pit.
Yeah. And
the other one's this. One on each side.
Well, I mean, because once you connect that, there's nothing worse than it running out.
Well, when it's about to run out. Yeah. Because that thing, I run it for a few hours. I didn't even feel like go down much. So. And
you have gauges that are low, medium, high. You can set, right?
Yeah. It's three settings. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you turn 1, so one of the plate out of the 3 heats up. And then if you have all 3 heats up.
Yeah, and so based on the settings also is the amount of butane that you're using.
Yeah.
So
body heater, that essentially the same thing. It's 40-pound propane tank with mine. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how many pounds is my propane, just like one of the small tank. But yeah, that was what I used. It heats up very well for small area, but my place wasn't enclosed because it's not enclosed. You just feel the radiant. I feel like I was figuring like if I had to stay outside, I turn on the fire pit, turn on that thing, fire on both sides, I should feel hot. That's my guess. And if I put the flap on the one side up, the wind doesn't blow in from that side, then it will be not as cold.
Well, what you could probably do is, and I don't know, by me in my area, they have they call them patio dividers. And they're actually, they look like like walls, and you put them in place. You can actually score yourself off a wall, back and 2 sides. And you can kind of help control that wind And you can put that heater right in directly in front of you and encapsulate all that heat around you.
Yeah, but like it takes away the sunlight and stuff like that. At night, I can see it work well. But the thing is that I do have those the thing that you zip up on the side. It's just light. When wind blows, it kind of flaps a little bit,
Mhm.
but it will prevent the wind from going directly through.
Okay, she had the vinyl panels.
they are like like a windbreaker material.
Oh, like the nylon, the ripped nylon
Yeah.
material.
It's just
Okay,
like a blind.
yeah, that helps. That helps with
Yeah.
the wind.
Hey, Robert. So I have that set up. Right now, every day I'll stay outside for a few hours. So I'm using that because I just let my dogs to stay outside while I sit outside, have a cigar, listen to some music and stuff like that. I have not successfully convinced myself to go on the tripod yet using that because at nighttime I'm not outside. I'm in here. But when in here is as cold as outside, I'd probably just be outside. Eventually, I think I'll get there. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Winter is coming. Fall is here. Very soon we have daylight savings. So we'll have one of those things coming. Oof. Next week I won't be here. I will be in Taiwan. I fly out Tuesday of next week. And we will be having a like almost like a release party that we have in Arizona, in a cigar lounge in Taiwan. My wife was like, "Are you nervous?" It's like, "Yeah, kind of." She's like, "You'll be fine because didn't you make the same kind of speech and like speech and demonstrations and explanation in Cigars Daily?" I was like, "Yeah." In case see, I was like, you wasn't there, but if Tim wasn't there, I will have no idea what I'm gonna say. It was I'm gonna say the same thing, but in Chinese, which I usually don't. So I don't even know how I end up gonna be doing that presentation to everybody. I'm gonna explain how the cigars stuff to everybody. I think this time I will give them a fair warning. I was like, okay, do you guys really want to know everything about cigars? Because I think once you know too much, the allure of cigar goes away. Val, do you feel like that? The more you know about cigar, the more allure it goes away?
No. The more I know about it, the more I appreciate it. I don't. You don't. I mean, okay. So when I first introduction to cigars, you see the cigar in the lounge, in the shop, in the box on display, and you look at the finished product, which you don't know everything that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the start to the final end result. You don't know that process. I never thought about the weather. I never thought about the sun. I never thought about the clouds. I never thought about the temperatures. All I think about, man, it's a nice cigar. That's a nice looking band. Okay. But I don't think about all the steps and all the process. I mean, that's just to do the tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
That's got nothing to do with getting that cigar, that tobacco ready to make the cigar. And then you learn about the sorting of the leaves, aging them and separating them and how you do that stuff. And then you learn about how to separate the leaves by color. And then, blemishes and flaws and this or that.
But like
So
the way before you know this, you read magazines, you watch some videos that have shown specifically film production on cigars, right? They make it very crafty and luxurious and allure, right? But when I tell you guys how it is behind the scene, I feel like somehow I'm telling you guys like this is raw. This is just farmer work. This is hand craftsmanship, yes, but you know, not as fancy as you think. Not as fancy as you think. In a way, in lack of better word, it's dirty work.
Okay, so that's like if you're going to see a concert.
Mm-hmm.
You go out there, you go there, you see the performers,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know what it takes to get that lifted. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know about the stage, putting the stage together, setting it up, and then once you got the stage set up, then you got to do the wiring for the lighting. Once you got the wiring done, you got to do about the speakers. Now you got all that done. Then what do you got to do? Now you got to test it.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you got to do the sound. Then you got to test that. Then the band has to come out and do a couple of riffs or whatever to make sure everything is okay. And even then, you're crossing your fingers that during that performance that you don't lose something that causes a partial blackout, that causes a speaker or whatever not to work. And then if it does, you have to know what the backup is. You have to know where the replacement part is and that kind of stuff. So I think I think the presentation is it's like you're saying, it seems to be extremely inviting, enchanting, luxurious, because you're seeing the finished product, but behind the scenes, it's not as nice, it's not as wonderful as it really as what you see the end result is.
Right. I mean, think about this,
Okay.
right? What I meant was like, when you watch Avengers, right? Marvel's Avengers, you got city, big building, Tony Stark, industry, all that stuff. It looks great. It looks cool. Everybody walk out suit and stuff like that. Iron Man suit goes up, moves on its own, and everything's cool. And then they show you behind the scene is just Robert Downey Jr. wearing a rubber suit, right? Halfway.
Yes,
The bottom is like on
yes.
his underwear. He's walking around,
Yeah.
and the background is entire thing is just blue screen.
Yes. Yeah, there's that too, but I wasn't really so much into Iron Man. I was more into Ginger.
even that, even like, if you watch Shrek, everything was doing, and then you watch the pre-finish, like when they're doing the models and stuff like that, it looks like weird and all that stuff. It's not as allure. You lose that imagination. You lose that feel. You lose that allure. You lose that magic in it a little bit. Right? Just think about this, right? When you look at a page out of Cigar Aficionado, let's see, like this.
Oh yeah, you see,
Like
you
this.
see the
Right? Or like this. It looks beautiful, but I guarantee what I tell you about the the experience, it's like me taking this picture with a 2001 iPhone. Taking the picture like that. That's what it feels like, to me at least. Right? When you like see farms like this on a picture, high quality, color separation. But when I tell you how it is, it's like that leaf is no longer green. That leaf is just yellow and spotty and bugs are crawling on top. That's why I feel like if I tell you guys what's going on in the actual factory, is less of our lore. It's less of a magic. It's less
yes,
of
but if they were fortunate enough at some time, whenever they get a chance to go visit a tobacco country and they get to go on that factory tour, well, they're going to see some of that.
right. But then when they do a tour, they set it up to look certain way.
Yeah, it's yes, I get it. It's more controlled. It's much more controlled.
Yes, I mean the whole cigar thing. Part of it is like a woman with a lot of makeup on, a little red dress.
Mhm.
But once you know more about her, you know how she is like in the morning, hair is a mess, face has no makeup, with like, I don't know, chest and leg hair walking around in the house. It's like that. I don't know. Like I was like, you know, right now Asia hasn't had, like, you know, people in Taiwan hasn't
Okay, so all
have
right,
that.
so tell me about the cigar community in Taiwan.
Very, very small. Very, very
So
small. Cigar are very, very indirectly controlled. So they have laws where cigar shop cannot advertise themselves. Period. Can't have any advertisement on cigar shop. Cannot promote your cigar shop in social media. None
no.
of that. You can't.
So then, how do they find the cigar shops? By word of mouth, by association?
Google Map, word of mouth, go look for it. Yeah. That's the only way you can find it. Then there's nothing else can advertise it. You cannot have any printed material outside the stores. None of that.
So wait a minute. So you don't have no like no displays in the windows?
Cannot show any cigar in the front of like any immediate from the outside. No, you cannot.
No signage?
Signage. Well, they have a store sign, right? Like I'll probably have one of these hang outside and nothing else.
No flags, no banners, no Indian guy out there, no punch guy out there.
Nope. In fact, you probably walk by a few if you just tourism. You just walk by them. You don't even know you did. You don't even know you did. You cannot see, like, if you go to the door and look through it, you cannot see any cigar. Really they want to.
So you're really going to be doing a presentation to a very, very minute market.
Now, how they do it is, all right, Taiwan is very small. Very, very small. It's like probably smaller than Massachusetts. Okay, Taiwan is small. And once you know another person who smoked in the lounge, you exchange contact and stuff like that. So although they cannot advertise it, they can message everybody who's on their chat room.
Word of mouth.
So if they have something going on, they have a new event, whatever, they will message everybody. Now, Instagram is kind of the exceptions, because once you follow something Instagram, even though they don't post anything, they can repost another country's stuff.
But they don't have like email notifications?
You're not supposed to send out advertisements. So if I post something, they can repost that because it wasn't their post. So what is happening right now? Taiwan has a lot of people that watches American reviews, American videos, and stuff like that without understanding what's going on. And then some people clip some part of it out, or like a short on Instagram, and put titles on it, like what it describe or what it is, but they don't really talk about it. So to them, it's very allure. To them, it's very, very still mysterious.
So, okay, so then knowing that, then yeah, you probably want to maybe not include some of that in what you're, you know.
But that's the thing. Do they want to know? Do they not? That's the thing, right?
No, it's not. No. It's not do they want to know, it's do you want to provide that information? Yeah, I'm sure that if they want to know, they're going to ask you questions.
Right. But once you know, like, just like, I'm going to show up there and like, first of all, warning, don't ask the question that you don't want the answers to. It's got to be like that, right? If you think that answer is going to ruin your enjoyment of cigar, don't ask. But that would be kind of weird. Is there like an underground system? What do you mean by underground system?
Underground.
Underground?
Underground? It's not on
Yeah,
the ground.
not really out there, just really
No, it's
really
not on the
quiet.
ground. It's secluded by nature because not everybody want to spend the money on cigar. Cigar is very expensive.
True that.
All right, let me just give you an example, right? Because like people here don't know. So the event they're running, obviously, they are charging their money, right? They charge for one ITS and a small cup of drink. Could be coffee, could be a shot of whiskey, could be whatever. I think that will cost like to go to there. Your fee is $50. $50. That's quite a bit of money for a lot of people.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for people with the average earning in Taiwan. So by nature, people wouldn't want to spend that kind of money on cigars. Right? But to the people who smoke cigar over there, that wouldn't be too crazy because they sell, like in Taiwan, they sell mostly Cubans. And Cubans are high price. You'll get for $50 in no time. Right? So that makes sense. But most people isn't gonna spend that much money. It's just woofer. Just woofer. The whiskey is just a woofer. And woofer is not very expensive, as you guys know. $40 a bottle.
Woofer, it's about $30 a bottle.
Right? So think about that. For a cigar, that costs $19 each, and a shot of woofer costs you $50.
Yeah. Damn.
So by nature, it's expensive to go. That on its own automatically deters other people to do it. They don't even worry about kids going in. Like in America, like, oh, you try to advertise to younger people. No, not even close, because ain't no kids got that kind of money.
No, wait a minute. So no, look at I'm looking at it differently. Okay, I'm looking at that $50. I'm getting a cigar, I'm getting a drink, and I am getting the opportunity to speak to somebody about that cigar. Okay, so I'm getting that contact, that personal contact, that connection, to listen, hear other people ask questions. Maybe they're going to ask questions that I was thinking of, or they're going to ask the same question I was going to ask, so I can listen to it, and then I'm able to ask a question and get a response back. So that's the part of it. Just like some of these cigar events they have now, you pay the general admission, and then you pay the VIP.
But that's kind of different. Think about this, right? Think about this. When you go to a cigar lounge, get a cigar and a drink, and then they have like an event. Without buying additional cigars, you don't spend close to that. If you buy one cigar.
Okay. So look at cigar event, just a plain cigar event. Not the only thing you're going to get is, let's see, you're going to get a cigar, and you're going to get, by me at least, by me. And certain lounges, they're all run different. Okay, and I give you two examples. One lounge by me, they have an event, and there's no price. Go to the other lounge, they have an event, and it's a $75 fee.
I mean, if it's a dinner kind of thing, I kind of understand it, but
no dinner. All you're getting is at both places, you're going to get a cigar.
One single cigar.
One cigar.
Okay.
One cigar. You're going to get a drink.
Okay.
And you're going to get whoever that ambassador is for that brand.
For $75, I will skip it.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, for $75, somebody go hire my team. My team will tell you the same exact thing that they can tell you.
I'll take a $75 tip.
Yeah,
Give you
that's
information.
crazy. But what I'm thinking is like, one of those things like, they'll run an event. They have a salesperson in there. Might be someone, it might be a Drew Estate event, and then Jonathan Drew's there. And then what they do is like, if you buy 2 bucks, you get a hat, that kind of stuff. All right, and some sort of discount on cigar. You go in there, you're free. It's free. You get to talk to the guy. It's free.
Yeah, but it's the opportunity to talk to the guy. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the opportunity to
Well,
talk.
I just told you. You can walk in there. The event's going. You have the opportunity to talk to the guy for free.
Unless it's a ticket to the event and you got to show your ticket to get in there.
Right. And that's the problem. That's the thing. Like, for me, how I understand it is $50 is a lot of money. $50 might not seem a lot for us, the cigar smokers that tend to spend that kind of money on, I don't know, 2-pack, 3-pack cigars.
Yeah,
right?
I can spend about $50 on 3 or 4 cigars.
But if you're talking about a place, a country, where $5 or less than that will get you a meal for 2, that's quite a bit of money.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? Where their average monthly income on the regular service people is probably $1,000, $1,000 to $1,500.
Damn. So yeah, you're looking at realistically about $150 for what we would spend here normally.
That's quite a bit of money. I know they all have money because if you smoke in Asia, you have money because they're expensive. Like I said, like a lot of them buy Cubans, so they're spending about $100 a cigar, right? So I can see that, but holy shit, that naturally deters people. Like which kid nowadays has $100 in their pocket and say, you know what? Today's a good day. I'm gonna go and buy a cigar. I'm gonna spend all that for one single stick of cigar.
No.
No.
No, that's not going to happen.
Mm-mm. So naturally, it deters. I don't understand. It's the concept of the money, right? In the U.S. government think that the kids have $20, $30 to spend on a cigar. I mean, the biggest problem right there is really because if you're young enough to get in there, you can spend $6 on a single bundle. In the U.S., it's possible. In the U.S., you can find bundles, house blends for $6 to $8, right? In Taiwan, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So the U.S. has that concept of like, oh, okay, kids can probably try to, if they want to, you get a cigar. But like realistically, if they cost like $100 each, no kid. I don't care what age, even at the 20s. Wouldn't be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go waste $100 on a cigar, right? How about it, Val? When's the last time you bought a single cigar that's $100?
The last time
A single cigar for $100.
I haven't.
Exactly.
I haven't.
But if it is, it'll probably stop you from smoking.
The only one that tempted me, well, no, it would, no, it wouldn't stop me, but it probably a really long time before I do it again.
No, Val. I'm saying if our cigars average cost is about $100, you'll stop smoking cigars, most likely. Single cigar.
Yeah, that would bring me down to 1 cigar a month.
Right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in the U.S. has never purchased a cigar on their own, purchased a cigar over $50. Majority of cigar smoker, I probably will say that majority will not spend more than $50 per cigar.
Right.
No.
Well, over there, you kind of don't have that choice. It's expensive to start with.
Yeah.
So naturally deters, and you can advertise it. There's no education per se. In terms of cigar knowledge, the only cigar knowledge you ever gotta find is probably YouTube and forums. Most won't spend over $30. Yeah,
Exactly.
I use $50 as precaution because
Yeah,
once in a while
yeah.
there's by limited stuff you might buy it. So the only rich people attend cigar shows over there. You got to be somewhat wealthy, yeah. Because you can easily buy an outfit with the cost of one cigar. Cost of one Cuban cigar over there can probably buy you food for a week.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of people naturally gets deterred from it, even though they didn't set a law that says you can't smoke. They didn't set a law that says you can't, a certain cigar tax and all that stuff. There's tariff going in, but other than that, they don't have to do anything. They just say you can't advertise it. That's at the end. It kills itself. And this is why the cigars still have so much allure, so much magic in Asia. So much for those people who smoke. It's luxury. It's literally luxury. Over here is affordable luxury. Over there is luxury. Right? There's not a lot of shops, but when you find one, you are regulars because there's only so many. Like I've been to 4 last time I went over there. The vibe is not the same. Damn, it's a good thing my broke ass don't live there. No. That's the thing though. Robert, you're only talking about cigar. Everything else is affordable. The only thing that is expensive in countries like that is real estate. Right? Rents are high. And buying a house is very, very expensive. Most people buy used cars because import cars are very expensive as well. But everything else is affordable. Most people will ride like a motorbike and stuff like that, a motorcycle, Vespa and stuff like that.
Like
as transportation.
moped, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't buy a car because cars are expensive. Parking spots are limited, but taxi are everywhere. You can just ride taxi. You can ride public transit to everywhere. Walking is normal. Walking is normal practice. So living there normally is okay. It's very nice. Food are very cheap. But when you gotta do anything outside of that, outside of your needs, very expensive. So I don't know if I want to damage that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. We've been doing this for so long. A lot of knowledge to us are considered normal. Like I tell you, short fillers are floor sweeping. And you'll be okay to hear that because you've been hearing it forever.
Yeah, we know that.
Right. And here's the thing. I didn't even see a single short fillers in Taiwan. So they probably don't even know that existed. So I don't know what information is okay and what information is not okay. Because to us, it's been okay. So it's hour 20 minute right now. Hour 20 minute. I'm done with the cigar. The cigar is I'd rather smoke in a hooligan. How about that? I'd rather be smoking a hooligan. It's very inconsistent in flavor. Very inconsistent in flavor. But I would still say, Val, you should try it. Because so much green on it. You know, it makes me feel like Seahawk is going to win this year after smoking.
Yeah.
Is it just cigar or tobacco in general? No, tobacco. Cigarettes are cheap. Cigarettes are cheap. Cigarettes are normal part of the culture. So cigarettes are cheap. Just cigar. Like cigarette, they have locals, right? The local can make cigarettes. There's Chinese brands of cigarettes. There's just not. I think there's two Chinese brand of two Taiwanese brand of cigars. So
Robert.
what was your smoking? I got here late. I was smoking a Tigersaurus from Blackwork Studio.
Tigersaurus.
Tigersaurus. So yeah, I'm like, that's the only thing I've been thinking for days. It's like, what information can I give that's not gonna ruin it for them? That's not gonna ruin for them. And there's obviously an opposite side of the conversation where they're like, I don't think they would think that way. They knew Cuba was poor. Maybe. Can you even get stuff like Copenhagen dip? All right, in China, in Taiwan, I know people don't do dip. They don't do sniff. They don't do like pouch. They don't do any of those. They will do vape, which I see very little of. And they will do cigarettes and cigars.
I recently picked up pouches.
Pouches?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that though over there. we have those berries that you chew and then you spit out red water, that kind of stuff. But people who do that is most likely involved with a gang or something like that. Like most people wouldn't do that because it gets your whole mouth red.
Yeah. No, pass on that.
Yeah. That it's a culture thing. It's a culture thing. Like I'm not very into the cultures of controlled goods in Taiwan. But like, you know, if you go to party, they do cigarettes. Okay, cigarette. If you're doing talking business, you do cigars. That's pretty much it. Like most people won't even drink bourbon because they have their own kind of alcohol over there.
I've always loved, like for me, I've always loved the whole presence of a cigar. You pull out a cigar, you know you're going to talk business, or it's like luxury, and you're there to experience something that's really fucking fine and nice. You know, I've always felt like that about cigars.
That experience a little. What I noticed is most people don't buy boxes over there. They will not buy a whole box of cigar. They'll go to the lounge, smoke one, and go home.
What about China? How's China compared to Taiwan?
China cigars are like almost like private club kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like Davidoff in China is located inside a horse racing gambling club. Members only to walk in. To even walk in. I'm not even talking about buying anything yet. To even walk in. To see that Davidoff lounge before you walk in.
You have to be a member?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. You know their shit's expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what is a Cuban sandwich cigars like? Like I said, I haven't even seen a single Cuban sandwich over there. I've not seen any store brands or house blends. None of that.
So wait, is that a thing? Because I don't ever remember hearing Cuba making sandwiches. I thought that's more of a, you know, a Western type of thing, using the remnants of the Cuban tobacco to make the Cuban sandwiches, or what we call the Cuban sandwiches. The Cuba's all long fillers, right?
Cubans are long filled, but when you get a sandwich, a Cuban sandwich, it's shredded meat in there. That's why it's called Cuban sandwich, shredded inside. But over there isn't. You go in there, they're just very luxurious. Like, okay, La Casa de Habano is inside a luxury hotel.
So they sell machine made cigars there?
No. Cigar is like a secondary thing where it's luxury goods, where you buy luxury goods. Remember, I went back, I tried to get like, Year of the Dragon cigars, like Cuban.
Yeah.
A box of 10, they want $5,000.
How much?
$5,000. So the question is, would you spend $500 per cigar?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
So the whole theme is very luxurious. It's almost like snobby when you walk in.
Right.
You walk in there, you feel like you try to buy a Rolex or something. This is why it's kind of weird.
When are you going to be gone?
Next Tuesday, I'll be gone.
All right.
By the time I arrive, it will be Wednesday night. So Tuesday morning, by the time I get there, Wednesday night. It's a long flight. It's a 20-hour flight.
Sheesh.
It's a long flight.
What about when you fly back? You'll be saving a day?
You arrive the same day. So I fly back on a Tuesday. I'll arrive on a Tuesday. But that's because Taiwan is 12 hours ahead.
I was going to say a 12-hour time difference, right?
Yeah. But flight towards them is 13 hours from Seattle. Flying back to Seattle is 11 hours. So there's that. But it's got to be a long flight.
How long are you going to be gone for?
A week.
So when do you fly back into Seattle? On a Sunday? You go see the Seahawks play on a layover?
No, on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday.
Oh.
Tuesday.
All that is to bring ITS to Taiwan. Fly 20 hours to bring ITS to Taiwan.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you had other business to do there too.
Oh, that other business is just going to visit a friend to get my statue. That takes 2 hours.
No.
The rest of them is just like, since I'm flying over there, I might as well stay there for a couple of days. Get some massage and stuff like that.
What's your profit margin when you're going there to sell cigars?
Same thing here.
Oh, okay. But it's tax write-off.
Is it? I don't know if it is. I haven't figured it out. How much will stick ITS cost? I have no idea. So right, I'll go there. It will be a wholesale price once they decide to order.
Right.
Because I bring demos over there, right? That's what I'm doing. I bring demos there. If they want to order, they order for whatever cost, and then they have to price it however is adjust to the price over there because it's import costs, and then there is tariffs, there's tax, all that stuff.
Right.
So whatever they end up costing, I can guarantee it's gonna cost more than here.
Obviously. Are they like how? Okay, so how does like the whole skulls and thing work over there? Like, is it like a popular thing too, or no?
You mean the art, like the skulls and stuff like that?
You think it'd be like a intriguing thing for seeing a skull smoking a cigar with a really nice fedora?
I don't think it changes anything. I mean, popular culture is popular culture. You know, they're not behind on that, right? So,
Right.
like whatever you see in LV today is whatever you see LV over there. It's the same kind of design theme. You know, if you decide to do like metal, you know, they do have metal, you know, baby metal and stuff like that. They have metal. They have popular cultures. So skull to them is not. It's not different. I mean, you do see skull and defense. Well, they do have tattoos there, right? And because tattoo is common, it's not unheard of to see skulls and stuff.
Right.
So then what you're saying is while you're there, you're going to get the
Can you
tattoo.
get tattoo?
No, my wife has told me that I should go touch up my tattoo because I have my tattoo for 20 years now and have not been retouched. But the thing is that I don't want to sit there for 4 hours.
Right. Right.
I don't want to. I don't want to sit there for 4 hours. Okay, over there the tattoo shops are like it's in the night market area. There's a whole street that has tattoos. Sells tattoos everywhere. All right, you don't really have to make an appointment because the whole street is all tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
But things that like it's like an open area. It's hot. And the things that I don't want to go on an airplane sitting over there while leaking ink.
You got a Pikachu tattoo? I didn't know that.
Huh?
You got a Pikachu tattoo? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know, I thought Raul was gonna get the same tattoo as me. You know, get a little, Pikachu on my ass, but he ended up not doing that. So
Get a little Pikachu smoking a cigar.
right in my butt.
Yeah.
My next question is if you're taking merchandise out there. I am, but it's mostly for the stores, not for the people. To be honest, it's just some stuff. I'll bring the same kind of stuff, minus the coin because I don't have any more coin to bring. Like these coins, I don't have any more to bring, so I'll bring something else. Because I think it's a big education for them. They start to have New World cigars. Okay, they do. People will order New World cigars, and that starts to be the new thing, and it's cheaper than Cubans, so people start smoking those. But like the education part of it still takes time. Because once you're into that luxury, right? Let me fix that.
Once you're into that lifestyle.
Yeah, once you start, like normally buy $100,000 cars. Most of your cars $100,000 car. You wouldn't go look at a $30,000 car.
Right.
So it's still a thing that requires some education towards it, that they are technically the same thing, but they're not. That makes sense? People who usually smoke Cubans is gonna think that Cuban leaves are superior.
Let me ask you something going along the lines of what you said. Do you think that because of the price of cars, you have luxury brands? BMW is now, I believe, the top luxury brand in the U.S. Because you have that higher price car, do you think people are spending more money on cars because of the fact that they can't go back to a Toyota? They want to keep getting their BMWs and Range Rovers and Lamborghinis, and fuck, now they got the SUV like Mercedes. Do you think that's the thing too?
All right, here's the thing, right? Let's say at the time when the 360 camera first came out. You drive a car right now, if you back up, you get 360 camera.
Now it's in every car.
Right? So when you buy that car, you have 360. Your next car, you'll be like, I don't want a car without it.
Right.
So you had to buy the same caliber of cars. But here's the thing, right? Technology moved forward. So now
Right.
BMW not only have 360, it stops you from getting hit when you're going backing out.
Yeah.
So you're like, that was great. I want that. And then you go look at the car that are lower price range don't have that. And if you add that, you're close to this. Wouldn't you buy the BMW?
Right. I feel like with everything, you're having to constantly upgrade because you want the luxuries.
Mm-hmm. Once you had it, you realize the convenience,
Mm-hmm.
and you already been paying that price before. It doesn't seem that bad to buy another one the same caliber.
Yeah. It's like my car's a 2015, but I drive these newer Infinities and I'm like, fuck, I want that.
Right? And then you look at a Nissan that didn't have all that stuff, it just feels empty. It just feels like, I know if I buy that and I see somebody with that function, I'll regret.
Yeah.
And you end up buying a higher car.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a mental thing. People always want the best.
Well, you always want to improve your lifestyle.
You want better. Yeah.
You wouldn't want to go back.
Right.
Right? You want to improve your lifestyle. Like, here's the thing. I drove by the highway the other day. I saw a Hyundai lease SUV for $199 a month.
Was it $199 a month? Okay.
$199 a month. I was like, I was driving by with my new X5. I looked at it. I was like, why didn't I just buy that? Right? I saw SUVs. You can go from A to B. Why didn't I just get that? My wife is right next to me. Turn over. Because it's not a BMW.
Like, yeah, that's right.
Right? And I took her to Honda. We see Honda cars, Honda SUVs. She didn't even bother. She said, that thing is ugly.
Yeah.
I was like, what part of it? I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, it's the mental thing that you want to have a certain thing. And I was like, really? Like, this thing's beater out there eating tree saps under the tree out there, getting hit by acorn all day outside my garage. I could have just get one of those. I don't care if like a freaking giant tree fall on it. You know? And here's for people that doesn't know, in comparison, 199 and the average X5 well equipped is about $900 a month.
Yep.
And we're talking about leasing. So you're not even buying the car.
Right.
Right? So if you buy the car, it's double. So it's about $1,600, $1,700 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. 199. 900. And that goes with a cigar too. So if you used to smoke a $70 cigar, all of a sudden says, hey, this thing's only 20. And you'll be like, there must be something wrong with that. Right? The leaf might not be as good. The construction and the smoke and the flavor might not be as good. And you were like, nah, I'm skip it. I'll stay with my $70 and $100 cigar because that's what it is. You know, you smoked for the last 20 years spending $100 cigars. All of a sudden somebody comes in, here's a $20 one. You're like, that's a bundle. And that's the problem. So like a lot of people have that thought. Even in the US, okay, there are some people that smoke nothing but Cuban, and they still adamant about that Cuban cigar is better.
Yeah.
Right? But for those who have smoked Cuban before, it's just another flavor.
That's what I tell everybody who asks me about Cuban cigars. Oh, you smoke cigars? You smoke Cubans? I've smoked Cubans, yeah. It's just a different type of tobacco.
Yeah, different flavor.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yep, yep. That is true.
They don't want you. Here's the thing, right? If tomorrow Mercedes come out with a car that's $20,000, you think anybody who drive Mercedes will go buy that car?
I mean, I think they did that with like the smart car and like that basic little small.
And what happened?
It tanked.
Yes,
The Class
nobody
C
want
car,
a
the
cheap
Class
luxury.
C, right?
Nobody want a cheap luxury.
Right.
Why? Because it no longer feels like luxury anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. That's why BMW got rid of the 1 Series.
Right? Well, they still have M2, stuff.
Yeah, the M2, but you got power behind that little car.
That's not what it is, though. The thing is that when you buy something of luxury, you want to be exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When a woman buy a clothes, they never want to see another person with the same clothes. Hence why woman clothes are expensive, so that they kind of seclude and limit amount of people that wears the same clothes.
Right.
In the US, it's kind of different. Because like it's more like anybody who wants to smoke cigar, welcome. Welcome to the family. Right? In Asia, it's like you smoke cigars, you must be well off. You're part of the well off people.
Okay.
But then, like, if they're smoking a Cuban and you're smoking a $20 cigar, they might go, you should be smoking Cuban. That's a cheap cigar. They want to be fitted in. You want to fit into that ring. Somebody smoking cigars. I'm the CEO of Nvidia, whatever, right? What do you do?
I'm a plumber.
I'm a plumber. Oh, actually, plumber makes a lot of money. I'm a butcher. I sell pork in a night market over there. They probably will stop talking to you. They're like, this person in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I probably never see this person again because he can afford this and not gonna be able to afford tomorrow. And that's a feel I got when I went over there. Like I went to open the door, go in there, look around. Nobody want to say hi to you because I was wearing a t-shirt and just walk around. I had a slipper on. I just walk in. I walk in the door, one in the store, and the store owner just like, and I was like, "You guys, I got a humidor." It's like, "Oh, you want to buy something?" I was like, what? No, I was not anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like I went to that hotel where La Casa was at. I went to the front desk. The lady just stares at me like, "Can I help you?" Like, "Yeah, I would like to see some cigars." And she's like, "Yeah, we have some cigar this way." And she just stands at the door as if I'm gonna steal something. It's weird. I'm not even allowed to take video in there. You're not allowed to photograph cigars.
What about if you have like a white man that goes in there?
I don't know.
regular
It really
clothes?
like, okay, white man, they probably think he's like tourists and stuff that has money, but like I was there. I was fitting in. It's like I'm like my home country kind of thing, you know. Slipper, shorts, and t-shirts, and walk in like I was gonna go to night market to buy like a $5 noodle later on, you know. So they're very judgmental on that one.
Wow.
What about electric cars? Are they trying to push it? They're like in the States. There is electric cars in Asia, and it's a different brand. So they have Tesla, which is considered a high luxury car, and they have BYD, which has way more function and cheaper by half price. So you can buy a BYD SUV in the price range about $40,000, $50,000 that has more function, more things, and more luxurious than a Tesla. But if you ever got an accident, you'll see the bridge, you'll see the stair to heaven very quickly. Because I don't think they passed the same standard of crash test as over here.
No.
So like if all of you can go and Google, you know, car testing of Chinese cars or something like that, you'll see. Like you didn't know the car only used this little metal. It went from a full SUV to a smart car. So there is electric cars in Asia. There's electrical bike. So you can ride those mopeds, like Vespa and stuff like that, where that uses battery, and those battery have battery stations. So it's very developed system. And what you do is you ride your motorcycle, and then you can pull out the app to see where the station is. You go over there, you open the back, you take out the 2 batteries, shove into 2 holes, 2 more pops up, and you put it in your bike and continue. So it's a swap, like hot swap battery kind of thing. And that has been popular for a while until now. People start to realize that is not as convenient, because a lot of time you'll get 2 bad batteries, not knowing that those things only have 20% left. Right? You put it in, you ride, and then you're stuck. So that starts to happen in a lot of stations that air maintenance. So that starts to go down. People start going back to gas motorcycle and stuff like that. But Taiwan has a very strict law in modifying vehicles. So for example, if you had a motorcycle, right? You can't really you can't change the exhaust. They'll take you for modifying your car or motorbike. So it's not like here you bought a Honda and tomorrow you put a rice can on it tomorrow, and that'll be fine. But over there you can't. So there's that. Majority of people drive used car or used vehicles, and that's a very normal thing. Repair shops are everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much that. Most people don't even have car insurance. Because the cars are used. Why would you buy car insurance? Yeah. Costs more on insurance than the car. So that's the culture over there. It's very hard to change people's mind around luxury. And really, I don't feel like it's my job to change that. I'm not that amazing. I don't think I could change people's mind about luxury. I'm just bringing ITS in there because I feel like ITS could go as far as any country out there.
Yeah.
ITS is not a bad cigar. That's the thing. And I think it could compete against certain flavors, certain cigars, certain caliber of cigars out there. It's never gonna beat Opus, but how many people smoke Opus over there? Right?
Don't know.
Like how many people smoke Dom Pepin? Like the last time I went over there, another cigar that's very popular right now is the Chimoli over there right now. You're seeing Chimoli in every store right now. But here's the thing. I feel like ITS can compete with Chimoli. No problem.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a temperature like
By the time I arrive, a hurricane will just pass by. So the daytime temperature will be in the 90s. And the nighttime temperature will be about 78, 80. So I'm going from a 50-degree area or 40-degree at night to 90-degree.
perfect weather.
Right? I'll be wearing like a coat to go into the airport and never use it again until I get back.
But is it like very humid there?
It's hot, it's humid, it's gonna rain. So like I said, right now they're facing a hurricane coming up. What they call a typhoon. Because it's gotta be on water and land. And then it's gotta rain during the day and then kind of calms down in the afternoon kind of thing. By the time I arrive, it's not supposed to rain anymore, but it's gotta be cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the 90s. And it's humid. You can feel the sun ray, you can feel the UV light. You can feel the ray hitting you. It's so easy to get sunburned. And the humidity plus your sweat makes you have a rash. So imagine you have a sunburn and put salt on it. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And you get bloated because like the pressure and the humidity. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with all that. The last time I got there, the first, like as soon as I get down, I look like I gained 5 pounds. And immediately I got a sunburn like right here. Like the whole top around my eyes is all sunburned. It's all sunburned. So I'm gonna have a great time. A great time. But I will try to get some videos and pictures and stuff like that and come back and talk to you guys about it. It's literally the second time I'm trying to do some cigar things in Taiwan. So I think it'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll see how people react to it. You don't know how people react to it until you try. I don't think they have that kind of event ever. I talked to the lounge owner. He said they never had that kind of stuff. They don't have cigar makers go talk to them ever.
Okay.
Because cigars are imported by another importing company, and what they do is they just give you the cigar. That's it. Once they smoke ITS and see the band on your cigar, I predict that you'll do well. I hope so. I hope so, because like, you know, some people like classic looking band. Like when you see Cohiba band, you know it's Cohiba, right? It's not very crazy, but you recognize the logo.
Right.
And brand recognition is a big part of it, and when it comes to luxury.
Right.
And we don't have that. So hopefully they think it's cool. Hopefully they like it. The last time I go there, I didn't have any demo to show them, but this time I will. And hopefully the things that I bring over isn't gonna break my luggage.
When's the last time you were up there?
Last September. So last September I was there. Like I was already kind of go to every cigar shop and try to figure it out.
Right.
And this September is after I already talked to them, and then here I am. I'm going. Yep. So, Val, how's your cigar?
I just finished it. It was okay.
Did you like that? Like that one's supposed to have some like pipe tobacco in there, right? So like kind of like aromatic cigars.
I didn't get I didn't get that burst of aromatics and the smoke. The last time I smoked that particular cigar was about over a year ago.
Okay.
And a year ago it felt stronger to me. And now it doesn't feel that way.
Well, a year ago, you know, that just means that you are a better smoker than a year ago.
Yeah. So my palate has evolved, developed, changed over that time. So yeah, I mean, it was a big thing at the time, but now it's not a big thing for me anymore. So
Do you think you gotta go find yourself a Tigersaurus to try out?
yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I'm gonna have to try it, okay, just because of the intrigue on it. Uh, yeah, in fact, yeah, I'll see. I'll see.
Yeah, you might have a different experience than me. It just feels like every puff are inconsistent for me. I mean, some people say, hey, that's transition every puff. But the thing is that if every puff was a different good flavor, that would be great. But it's not every puff is a good flavor. I have some puff where I just smoke and then though I took the draw, it was just all pepper.
Mm.
And there are some that I took a draw is just doughy and just no flavor. And there are some that I took is a lot of flavor with the broadleaf goodness and a little bit of sweetness, a little bit woodiness, all that stuff. But yet that goes away quickly because the next draw kills it. Next draw is totally not that. It's not adding to what flavor you had before. It takes it away. So it's kind of cool. And as a limited cigar, limited production cigar, it's kind of cool. But how often you gotta smoke a candela?
Yeah, not often for me.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? How often you gotta smoke a candela, and that changes. So, all right. So Martin, for you, if you were to talk to somebody that smoked Cuban all their life, to smoke an ITS, what would you tell them about the ITS? What would you think is a key point that I should tell them?
Ooh, key point. Oh. That's a hard question.
As somebody that smoked a good handful of ITS, what would you think would be a key point that you would tell them? Like they're like, hey, okay, you want me to smoke this cigar? Tell me about it.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Bill.
so I haven't smoked a couple Cubans compared to the ITS. The ITS is more flavorful. Okay, you're getting different transitions throughout the cigar, more tasting notes. To me, it was a more enjoyable. Where I think it was the mystique, the allure, the unknown of smoking the Cuban. And then after I smoked the Cuban, I lost that intrigue. The intrigue wasn't there anymore because I'm saying, damn, I've smoked other cigars that taste better than this. Okay, so for me, that would be the biggest thing: the flavorfulness and the changes of the cigar throughout the smoke, as opposed to the Cuban. It's the ones that I smoked; they were more of a linear with a very subtle transition. Although it was a good smoke, okay, it was a more linear, mild type of smoke.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's what you would tell somebody to smoke that cigar. Like, this is what you should know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Martin, what about you?
I think, kind of going along with what Val says, I think when you're explaining this cigar, not talking about Cubans, you get like the smoke production that you get from the cigar. You get more of a fuller flavor, more nuanced, more heavier, darker notes than you would with something that a Cuban kind of that you would get out of a Cuban. You get more of beefier smoke, fuller mouth, fuller body, full flavor. That's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with.
Okay. Long Live says, avoid comparison, speak of its uniqueness, discuss its versatility. Okay.
Yeah.
Less is always more, keep it simple.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I don't like the comparison. I like you get a fuller body, you get more smoke production, which in turn, you'll get more flavor, more of fuller bodies, darker, heavier notes than you would with something that's lighter.
Now, long live. I want to say that because the reason why I say it had to be compared because people are gonna ask, right? Say what's so different about this? I'm used to smoking Cuban. What's so different about this, right? So there's always that comparison that's gonna happen because that's what they're used to, right? It's like it's somebody that eats rice all day long. You say, hey, try this pasta, and like, how is that pasta different than rice, right? That's education part of it. Is why should I try this, right? Why should I try this? I smoke, Bahike all day long. Why should I try this? Because Bahike is the best in the world. Why should I try this? It's like that. I'm not saying that it's got to be that tone, but I'm thinking that that's the comparison when people come to judge between the cigar prices and cigar uniqueness. In the U.S., we smoke all kind of different cigar, different price range and all that stuff. We don't have this is the standard, Cuban, right? But once you go there, that's what they usually smoke. You go to every shop pretty much has Cuban. Or all Cuban. And
I mean, if you want to say, if you want to try something different, you want to shake up your palate, okay, make a little change. This might be something interesting for you to test out. And who knows? You may actually like it, and you may want to get more of it. And the price point is there, the availability is there, and you can add to the uniqueness of your humidor.
it's all about concept, right? Because like for Cuban cigar, something like cocoa, leather, is a different concept, right? Because the pellet is not there. I mean, it's not what the usual things is, right? When you smoke a Cuban cigar, it's Cuban flavor, right?
So
It's different than a Nicaraguan or San Andreas and stuff like that. It's just Cuban on top of Cuban.
yeah. So the other thing is this here: if they're just used to smoking the Cuban cigars, are they gonna, other than noticing it's a different cigar, but are they going to be able to pick up those notes?
Probably not.
Well, they gotta be able to pick up cedar. That's normal, right?
So
They gotta be pretty much pick up earthiness and some maybe mineral, right? Some sweetness, some grassiness. But you're talking about something like it's gonna taste like chocolate.
So let me say this. I think the way to win people over to kind of get their mind rolling, thinking about different things. Do they associate kind of like what we do here? A steak. You smoke a heavier cigar, you're gonna like it's like you're having a fuller body meal, a fuller, flavorful type of meal. Whereas with the Cuban, you're not really smoking that heavier meal. It's more of a milder type of smoked. You know what I'm saying? Like the comparison versus
I get
one
that.
to the other.
I get that. Again, it's like foreign concept, right? Like if you all you smoke is Cuban, then all of a sudden hand you something. It's like you always drive a car. All of a sudden I say, hey, drive this airplane. It gets you from A to B, but it's different. And I'm pretty sure they're willing to try it, but whether or not they can taste flavor, I don't know. With the amount of cigar they smoke, I don't know if they can taste flavor. Okay, they might be able to taste between good and bad. Like Val, for a while he can only either I like it or I don't. I can't tell any difference.
Right.
So that might be the case. So, but I'm going there with the open mind. I want to be there to, like I say, I want there to help educate this hobby. But at the same time, my concern was too much information is too much. Right. So that's it. We'll see how it is. I'll report back, when it happens. So, for Saturday, this coming Saturday, we will smoke another new cigar that I got. Now I have choices though. I have choice. I can smoke the West Tampa, like the Dungeness crab thing. I don't remember what's the name of it. There we go. So we can talk about the devil crab. Or we can talk about the blood medicine B positive.
Ooh.
That intrigued me.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about the Alzinger family Karatoba. Well, we can talk about the Mechanudo emissary friends.
I'm leaning towards the blood medicine one.
But yeah.
Blood medicine?
Yeah, that's the one I'm leaning towards too.
Because I was interested in the blood medicine, so I bought one.
Yeah. No, I won't be here Saturday. I'll be at a
Well, you get to watch it afterward, right? Right? So, blood medicine it is?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We'll do blood medicine. I'm intrigued about this one too. It's got good message. It's B positive. My blood type is B positive too, so that's fine. All right, so that will be it for today. Anybody want to continue to talk? Go to Discord. If not, I will see you guys Saturday.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Later.